You about ready, buddy? To hit the potty button. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Whitey the White Guy Show. I'm Whitey. Let's make sure you're in frame. There you go. There you go. And this is Cracker. And what just happened, Crack? What's the latest, buddy? As part of our Prelude series, I just made him watch Fart, the movie, and he just got done, and it's still raw. It hurts in a lot of unfortunate places.
You were shooting political videos earlier.
Yeah.
And well, my daughter was awake at the time, and we were trying to kill 90 minutes so we could put her to bed. You had Fart the movie on your laptop, but since you were shooting your political videos on your laptop, I wasn't able to watch Fart the movie. So I wrote him a note. I don't know if you can read it. I found Fart the movie online. Fuck you. That was after watching the first 5 minutes.
How do you feel about the film now, Ryder?
What the fuck do you think? This was horrid.
It is. It is a really.
This had between 5 and 7 writers.
Yeah.
Not one of them could write a funny joke. And here's the thing. You know, everyone who watches this show, the 2 people, maybe 3 now, brought it up all the time. I hate shit jokes, poop jokes, I hate fart jokes. Fine. You did your homework, and you, with this Prelude series, you made me watch Fart the movie. I do actually remember hearing about this movie. There was like an old book that you would get in the mail, like things you never knew existed, and you would like order up jokes and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, joke like gag toilets and you know stuff like that. And Fart the movie was in it, and I never realized it until I saw like the movie poster. So I was like, okay, you know, as a kid I thought it'd be funny. No.
It is not funny.
No.
This is not what funny is.
And here's the thing.
This is desperate.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I can handle bad acting.
Yeah.
I can handle bad production values. I can handle no budget.
That's everything in your collection.
I, love Howard the Duck. I enjoy some Uwe Boll stuff.
Big Keanu Reeves fan.
I'm back and forth.
Yeah. I
enjoy a lot of Sylvester Stallone. I grew up with a lot of trauma films. So I don't really care about, like I said, no budget, bad acting.
This cut him, Dave. This cut him, Dave. Real Dave.
But here's the thing, though. It starts off with this fucking douchebag. And the first fucking it's like Ghostbusters 2016.
There you go.
Your first major joke in Ghostbusters is a queef joke, followed by a poop joke. Now, yes, I know this is Fart the movie. Our first joke is this: the main character, whatever Donnie Douchebag, whatever the fuck his name is. He's in an elevator and he fucking farts.
Yeah.
And he doesn't just fart; he makes a face. And he leaves after smiling, and the doors close, and then the 3 people in there get into a fight, blaming who did what.
Blame each other on it.
Then the next fucking thing is he goes to a hot dog vendor, buys a chili dog, and he eats it. And he doesn't just eat it; he's just with the shit hanging out of his mouth, and then he does the face again, and instead of just being silent but deadly or whatever, it's the. And here's the thing. It literally sounds just like that. It's like if one of us just went, that's the noise.
Yeah.
They didn't put in any effort to make it sound realistic, whatever.
That's the thing about this movie. If you're gonna
You didn't even fucking watch it.
I did.
You watched an hour.
I watched enough of it. If you're gonna make a fart movie, fine. And you've got another fart movie in the future. I don't know how to tell you that. But that one I haven't seen either. But from what I've seen, But from what I've seen, it's like an actual story and shit. With this one, there's no story.
There's no story. The whole
There's no
fucking
production
thing,
value.
the
But
whole
hold on, real quick. If you're gonna make a fart movie that's a comedy, do something that's funny with the farts. Instead, it was just
make
like
it funny.
the mere
Or make it,
mention
or,
of farts
yeah,
was the
sure,
whole
there's
movie.
sure there's the random guy like me who doesn't enjoy fart jokes, but at least put in the effort to make it funny for people like you who do enjoy them. You tolerate them.
Now and again, if it's done well.
Yeah, you will laugh at a good fart joke.
Yeah.
I won't. Here's the thing. Johnny Douchebag meets, his girlfriend. She's very cute blonde.
Yeah.
And the first thing she does when she knows he's coming, or what is it? He walks in. And he's a fucking asshole. He's using the intercom system. Honey, I'm home. Blah blah blah. All this shit. And she says, "Oh, great." And what is the first thing she fucking does? She opens all the windows, so she knows he's a fart. I'm just like, this is a bad sign.
Yeah.
And you walked in, I think, in the scene where they're in the kitchen. No, you didn't walk into the scene. Well, here's the fucking... He's in the kitchen, and, "Oh, I'm glad you're home, honey." And they give a big hug, and she squeezes him. Of course, he farts. And it's just like a long fart. And it's so bad that she gets blown into, like, the kitchen corner. You know, the corner, like, right there, where, like, literally the corner. And she's, like, blown like this. And then the oxygen mask drops from the ceiling. That could have been funny.
Yes.
But it wasn't.
Here's why nothing worked.
Well, here's the... No. Let me fucking finish. Because
Go. You got it.
the oxygen mask drops. She breathes in it. Okay, that could have been funny, honestly, if I was, like, 12. Maybe this is the audience. Whatever. Then this asshole literally goes and opens up the kitchen cupboard, and it's like a seismograph.
Yeah.
Is that what it is when you trigger earthquakes or seismic vibrations or whatever? He's like, "Wow, this is like an 8.6 or whatever the fuck, however they fucking measure it." And then he walks away and he's like, "Oh no, aftershock," and he fucking farts and it blows in her hair again. I'm just like,
so here's why this doesn't work. You can make...
Well, there's more.
There's a lot more, but here's the thing. Here's where it all is not functional. You can take a film on a budget for, I think this was like $46,000. Clerks was made for less.
Was it really?
Yeah, and not about the same period of time.
Yeah, this was definitely $100 million.
Here's the difference. Not just funniness, but when you had Dante and Randall, you liked Dante and Randall. They were likable guys. And Dante was a very well-intended person. He was flawed.
Yeah.
He had this flaw where he was with one woman, but he wanted to be with another woman.
Right.
But he was a guy you could get behind and you felt for. He wasn't supposed to be here today. And Randall was a bit of a jerk, but then you had that balance.
He had a little bit of likability.
But there was what was likable about Randall was his loyalty.
Yeah.
So he was flawed, he was a jerk, but his redeeming value and why you liked Randall was his loyalty to his friend.
Exactly.
He would run into a burning building to save Dante's life, no question about it. Where this film falls apart before it begins is that the guy is just an asshole.
Yeah, you don't like
He's
this guy
just
at
an
all.
asshole. There's nothing redeeming about him. He's a jerk to his girlfriend. You feel bad for the girl. The only emotion you feel in this film is you feel bad for his girlfriend.
Yes.
But it's hard to then feel too bad for her because she's with this guy.
She puts up with it.
And that's unfucking believable that would know.
Well,
So just one more thought and then you're on.
No, go ahead.
So if she really loved him and he was a good guy at heart, but he had to flirt. Okay? And then she loved him, but her parents didn't want them to be together. Star-crossed lovers, or...
It's funny you bring that up.
But just let me finish this thought. Then you could be like, okay, he's a likable guy. She wants to like him, but the farts get in the way. You've got story, you've got conflict, there's likable characters. You can make this movie for less than 50 and 50 G's. 46,000 in 1991 movie is like a lot more than it's like 80,000 now. So you can put that film together and make it happen. They didn't do any of that. If this guy's just a dick, she's a retard, and he stays at home all day, and 80% of this film is him watching TV.
That's it. That's the
And
point I
her
wanted
being
to
at this
say.
party listening to other people's conversations. So they have to have, these two characters have developed, liked each other, and you go from there. They go on a journey. Here it's a guy watching television. I'm watching someone else watch television. Why?
Here's the thing. Okay. You know, it's just like when I made you watch the
1978 Star Wars Holiday Special.
A lot of you always brought up in your review.
Mhm.
You're watching Lumpy and
You're digging this shit deeper, man.
all the
It gets deep.
rest of the Wookiees watch television. This guy comes home from a hard day of work, of not shitting his pants when he fucking farts, I guess. And I guess his girlfriend or his wife, whoever the fuck cares, she loves this guy. And I guess the plan is for them to go to a just like a party, a get together,
It's
whatever.
New Year's.
Yeah, it's a New Year's party. Thanks for fucking reminding me. You know, like it's a
But
fucking.
they don't do anything with that fact.
Yes, they do. You walked in on that part. This fucking asshole would not watch this with me. He watched Dune.
I
But he-
watched Dude.
But he wouldn't watch part of the movie with me. Here's what I'm saying. Now, you've seen this actress. She's very pretty.
She is, and she didn't do anything. after
She's
this.
very pretty. And this guy comes home. He's I guess an everyday guy. Comes home. It's New Year's Eve. He's got a case of beer, and he's got a bunch of. Yeah, he's got a case of beer. That's what I wanted to do. No, this is what I wanted to do so I couldn't see the film. You deserve that.
My beer.
Case of beer, a bunch of VHS tapes. Kids don't know what VHS tapes are nowadays. And he was just going to hang out and veg for the entire night. He forgot about the New Year's Eve party. She comes in, reminds him he's an asshole. Honey, I want to stay home and watch this shit. She comes out with like this sexy dress. She puts it in front of her, says how she's going to look. She looks good in that dress. I don't know about you, but if my wife or my girlfriend or whoever said, hey, let's go to a party, and she shows you what she's going to wear, you're going to get fucking laid, okay?
Yeah.
Why would you rather sit at home and just drink beer? You can drink beer anytime you want. This is a chick, and this guy's a schlub. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's pretty ugly.
He's not a good looking
He
man.
obviously fucking farts all the time, so he smells like shit. And
And
this pretty woman
the
is
whole
willing.
apartment smell on a consistent basis.
This woman is willing. You can read between the lines that she's gonna fuck you later tonight, and all you gotta do is kill 3 hours at this boring fucking party where there will be booze, but you're gonna sit here and watch TV. So that proves that he's a fucking dumbass.
We can also deduce conclusively that she doesn't swallow.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So what? So we now have two stories. We have her at the party basically just complaining. They do get into a fight, her and, like I said, Donnie douchebag, whatever I'm calling him. And we find out she has a hard time saying the word fart because she's got all this pent-up aggression with him.
Yeah.
So they get this fucking argument. She runs off, goes to the party. He stays home, and we follow him around the fucking house. He starts on the couch and then goes into the bathtub, and he goes on his exercise bike, watching TV.
Eating
But here's the
snacks.
thing, I didn't notice it because I was also taking care of my daughter at the time while you were filming your videos. So I was getting up and going back and forth, and I refused to pause it. So I didn't care if I missed it. I went on Wikipedia, and I guess he falls asleep while watching TV, so it's all a dream for him, so that everything is fart related. Okay, that he's watching on TV. So while she's, complaining to everyone at the fucking party, he's watching stand-up comics talk about farting. That isn't funny. That's the thing. It's not funny. No. He's watching infomercials.
No.
That isn't funny about farting. He watches a game show like Guess the Fart. Okay, and it's this little old lady who's blindfolded, and she's got to guess the sex of the person that's farting in her face. You got this stupid old man who walks up next to her, farts in her fucking face, and she says, "Oh, that smells like roses. It must be a woman." And then the old man gets pissed and stomps off. And then, of course, you got this little girl who fucking farts, and of course, it basically makes her gag, and she wants to fucking throw up. That's not funny. They go to another game show. They go to another.
The funniest part was when he's watching Three Stooges. Like, oh, Three Stooges.
I was just gonna say that. The best part.
And then there's the movie.
And it was good Three Stooges too. Because when they were in the fucking court, disorder in the court.
Drop that hat. Exactly. Or drop that vernacular.
Yeah. That's not a vernacular. That's a baby. That's the. Why couldn't it have been 90 minutes of the Stooges? And the bad part is, the Three Stooges movie, there's a fucking fart joke in that.
Yeah.
Because fart jokes are funny. No, there's not. But here's the thing. There's another thing. He's watching a goddamn game show where you have to smell the farts or something like that and try to guess what type of fart it is, but you can't buzz in. You got to fart to buzz in. And then some guy gets disqualified because he guesses the right answer, but he couldn't even get a fart out of his ass. There's a fucking
how many writers?
Shut the fuck up.
How many writers? There was 8 writers for this, and they wrote nothing.
It's just like the Star Wars holiday special because there's a musical number.
That a lot of writers too.
Oh my god, there's a musical number of the retarded version of Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Singing some song that I skipped through. I didn't give a shit.
That lady was kind of hard to look at.
This was bad,
dude.
Was bad. This was
bad. It was.
And here's the kicker.
Baffling.
Here's the thing. It's New Year's Eve. What do you do at New Year's? The ball drops. You either, you kiss the girl.
Yeah.
You take one final shot.
Yeah.
Or you get your noisemaker and blow.
Yeah.
The lady is in the room, and she's surrounded by all of her people. They drop their pants. The only ass you see is ugly male ass. You don't see any cute female ass. And they fucking fart at her. This is where you walked in. She literally grabs her hair. She fucking screams. The camera pans all around. And it was a fucking dream.
Yeah.
And then what happens? The fucking movie ends by a fart noise. It's her. And the guy's like, oh, that's okay, honey. Tee-hee-hee. I accept it. They hug and the fucking movie ends. And then it's Leonard Skinner light playing again.
How bad.
This was worse than Dune.
I knew it.
There's a video he hasn't uploaded yet that we did. We went through all of our films that he made me watch. I made him watch. Star Wars Holiday Special was number 1 for you. Dune was number 1 for me. I will wipe my ass with Dune, but still fucking watch this over watching Fart the movie again. Dune was boring as hell.
But the actors could act.
But Fart hurt to watch.
Yes.
Fart was boring as hell and it was unfunny. In Dune,
was just...
Dune, they were putting in an effort.
Yeah.
The set design looked great. I praised that. The costume was fine. Sting looked cool, even though he was a fucking flamer in this film. Yeah. Fart the movie.
There were stories.
That's the thing. There was another fucking story where he's watching an 80s sitcom. And the fucking father is telling the son what different types of farts there are. Like silent but deadly and stuff like that. And he lifts up his leg and farts and it says we'll be back after these messages.
And then there was like 2 roommates at one point.
I don't fucking remember.
And then it was the one gag they did. There were 2 bits where I hated it less. There was one where she's at the party getting the drinks and there's a guy with the drinks. And she
asked him if he fucking farts.
No, the main character once said, "You're obsessed with my obsession," and then she says something about it, and then you hear his voice, "You're obsessed with my obsession," like in her head. But then the guys look around too, like he hears it too. I was like, oh, and it was like not bad. And then there was a bit where there's like a college freshman in his dorm, and it's another infomercial or whatever, and he's like, she's got the spray cans like, this smells like your dad, and it's like, that smells like home.
That smells like grandma.
That smells like, that was the closest thing to a joke. No, understand me. That was because it's like they
tried to be funny there,
and the guy was like, wow, like he was actually acting.
He was acting like they would act in an infomercial.
And an infomercial, yes, and there was like a premise there. So it was like that was like the closest thing to, as opposed to just like there's like a premise. I don't know what else to tell you. So it was like that was the closest to funny they got, and at best it was like I see where they were trying. I recognize an effort, but it wasn't funny. But the kid was giving it a shot.
That kid tried his fucking damnedest.
To
See,
make it
here's
funny.
the thing.
Yeah.
That kid knew he was in Fart the movie.
Yes.
But he's like, God damn it, I'm gonna try to fucking act in this.
So had it been something like that, there was a dash of I don't want to call it clever,
No.
but there was like an attempt at comedy that you can see where there was, had that been in between other funny jokes, you might be like something, but the other stuff was stuff where it's like the game show shit. It's like you guys weren't even trying. Worse yet, were they? And that's just fucking scary.
You said this main guy had a fucking career, or at least did more stuff.
He's done other work.
Is it because Fart the movie isn't on his resume?
I'm assuming I just glanced at him at IMDb, and there's really nobody. And that's the other thing. So there's like no other characters. So they keep going to the shit he's watching on TV.
And the thing is, this guy
That's
sucks.
such a baffling decision.
This guy is horrible. I mean, the thing is, a lot of him for the rest of this movie after he's home and she disappears is him reacting. So he's got to do a lot of reacting to the comedy that he's watching.
Yeah.
You can tell it's forced laughter.
Yes, fake
it's
laughter.
Horrible.
And that's a very, very valid point as well. The whole crux of the film is this guy loves farts. So again, he's a jerk he's too much of a jerk to like him and get behind him, but also you just don't buy it. You don't buy that he really gives a shit.
And here's the thing.
So it's hard to get behind him and care about anything that's happening.
And here's the thing. You walked in on this part again when he accepts himself for the way he is, because
gave that half-ass speech.
He gave that speech, what is it, I'll never go hungry again, whatever that famous speech is from whatever fucking film it is, I don't care. You walked in on this and then you left right away. He climbs up all the fucking stairs and he says, God is my witness, I'll never be afraid to fart again, or some stupid goddamn bullshit. This was after he watched a infomercial again from some doctor named Harry Butts, and it's like the Anal Institute, but anal spelled differently, and it's teaching people how to get rid of their farts, and it's helping their relationships, and he's just basically like, fuck this, I'm just going to shit my pants all the time.
There's a movie that also is based around farts that you're going to watch next, and then we need to compare and contrast, because in the movie you got coming up, there's a story and you feel for people. I'm not going to tell you anything more than that, but it's like here's what's sickening. You could have had a story where these two people love each other, but they're pulled apart by his farts, and you could have made that, and then it's and then real quick.
I had nothing else to say.
So they brought in the band, and it just became, we don't have a budget, we don't have anything to do, so we're gonna film a couple stand-up comedians, you guys make some jokes about farts. They didn't, it wasn't funny, and then we're going to bring in this band to sing a song about farts, and that was probably,
I don't even think the song was about farts.
The chorus line was something about blow it out your behind.
Fuck if I know. They played that song, and then that was the song, like, you had to hear it again during the fucking ending credits.
It's like 3 times throughout the film. The band was playing the opening credits, then they actually had a performance. I guess they were supposed to be at the party. They were the band at the party. Yeah, we've covered this well enough. This was fucking terrible. This is the new.
This is your.
Is it the new bottom or the new top?
This is your new number one against me. It has knocked Dune from the top of the mountain. Yes. Fart the movie is the worst thing Whitey has made me watch.
I was just watching Gettysburg, and there's a scene right as Pickett's charge fails, and you see General Lee standing there with his brown eye. He knows he's just lost. The war's not over, but he's fucked. And that's the look on your face, young man. You just took a horrible, horrible beating. The war's not over, but you just got to stomp him, son.
I got to stomp him. I am now sitting.
This is Earth Girls were easy. Was like fucking a blowjob.
Yeah, okay. We still have to hear your review on Bebe's Kids and Suburban Commando.
It was a blowjob by a gorilla. But, you know, you were kind of terrified and excited at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, it's
I'm
on.
Sitting Bull, your
It's
General
on.
Custer.
Today, I think that's changed.
No, yeah. Today, this is your victory. You know, relish in it. I give you props. You did your homework. You actually paid attention to what I hate.
Yep.
And I'm gonna fucking rape
That's
you
good.
up the ass with the next thing
That's
I make
good.
you. Yeah. This is gonna be tough.
This is.
I see Nicolas Cage in your
Oh,
future.
no. Lord of War, Nicolas Cage.
No. I see, the bees in my eyes mixed with Ghost Rider Nicolas Cage.
Oh no.
Oh.
Ghost Rider, like with the kids.
Oh man. Oh. God. I see like a Sharknado sci-fi original movie thrown your way.
Jesus. What was the one with oh fuck it. We'll talk about all this and many more. The game is afoot. So the blood has been spilt. Yeah.
I will sit here and say, Whitey,
Yeah.
you did good. You did good. It's about fucking time you picked a stupid movie other than Best of the Best or The Cutting Edge, which I could possibly like.
Yes.
I enjoyed Best of the Best, didn't like Cutting Edge. Who fucking cares?
But it was so
those were like punches to the nose.
Yes.
This was like a nut shot.
Those were minor skirmishes. This was Gettysburg. This was a devastating
Well, think of it this way:
loss.
how long did it take you to get something to knock A Million Ways to Die in the West off the top?
Wow.
That was the number one running for a long time. Then you threw Dune at me, that one, and then you threw this fucking shit at me. Wow.
Yeah.
You've mentioned it before. You realize you've opened Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Like you like the historical stuff. You like technical stuff. You like beautifully shot stuff.
Writing. I like
Beautiful writing. I like Uwe Boll. I like Jean-Claude Van Damme. I like video game movies. I like shit.
I'm not going to mention anything because every time I do, that's what I get stuck on. I always get keep my mouth shut. Yeah, like Gattaca was so way weird.
Yeah, Gattaca was alright. Yeah, Gattaca was alright. Just wait, fucker.
So that's it here for the Whitey White Guy Show. I'm Whitey. This is Cracker. Thank you for watching. I hope if you too have suffered from the movie that this was.
Let me say that. It's hard to find online. I couldn't find it on any of my streaming sites. I could not find it on YouTube. You can watch the entire film on dailymotion.com. There's your plug, Dailymotion. You don't fucking watch the show anyway, but you can watch this, suffer with me, hate him afterwards, and you know what? Give me some ideas. I have a side show called.
Why are you guys on the sidelines? Get in on this shit.
I have my own channel called Hey Internet, Eric here. PM me ideas for this fucker. That way, because he takes care of the Whitey the White Guy Show YouTube page, he'll never see what you message me. You're fucked. There's a lot of assholes out there that enjoy bad movies.
Yeah.
Just wait. You can watch Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. You can watch Superman 3 with Richard Pryor.
I can watch pretty well any sequel.
You could watch Ghostbusters 2016.
That's see. So we do need to have a convention on this shit. There's got to be some limits. Like mustard gas is too far.
You could watch. Now he has a Crow review.
I gotta be sad.
I kind of know how he's gonna feel. That's okay.
Yeah.
Kind of. Mm-hmm. I know you don't think you're gonna like. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna like it, but you like the villains. You kind of mentioned that.
I like
whatever. The Crow is my all-time favorite movie. There are 4 of them. The fourth one stars as the Crow Edward Furlong from Terminator 2. We also have Tara Reid, Danny Trejo, and Dennis Hopper Like end of the career, Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. You want to play games, motherfucker? I'll find some shit.
Yeah, this is General Longstreet. Bring up the guns! So yeah, are we good?
Sure. This was bad. Your new number one. Good journey.